What position are you playing at this snapshot moment? Find out what that is and play it well. But realize that by playing it well now, you're not limited to that position as you go forward, because you might outgrow that position. And when you outgrow that position, and when you get into your next position, play that one well. But it's all about helping the team win. Because when the team wins, we all get a ring.
What's happening, y'all? This is Mike D with Black Fathers Now, where we're bringing the village to the brothers. Every couple of weeks, you can look forward to a quick inspirational message or a thought-provoking guest with knowledge and wisdom, all geared towards helping you be the best father that you can be. We're bringing the village to you. Now it's your turn to do something with what you learned. All right, y'all. Let's go.
What's going on, fellas? This is Mike D, Mr. Double Down on you, and hope y'all are having a good day, man. I hope y'all are making things happen and literally walking in your purpose. Today, quick message, and that message that I want to, and y'all hear the kids playing in the background again. I'm sitting on the back porch there, outside, just buck wild, but anyway, still doing their thing. I still got to do my thing, but anyway. The thing that I want to throw out there today is the concept of playing your position and playing your position well. Playing your position and playing your position well. You know, look, I'm speaking to fellas. Sports analogies always work, right? When you're playing sports, let's take the sport of football. When you understand that you are an elite wide receiver, when you understand that you're an elite wide receiver, what you end up doing is you double down on the fact that you're an elite wide receiver, and you become the best wide receiver possible. You play your position well. You don't go and try to play left tackle. You don't go and try to play quarterback. You don't go and try to play running back. You don't go and try to play center or guard. You go and you play wide receiver to the best of your ability. Because you excelling at your position, you becoming an All-American or All-Pro or all whatever at wide receiver, ultimately helps your team to win. You playing your position well allows your team to win. Think about that. You know, there's a lot of social unrest. We're still, grieving over, George Floyd and Breonna Taylor and Ahmaud Arbery and, the countless other, scenarios that are out there right now, right? And then we're still in the midst of COVID-19. We're dealing with all of that. But when it comes down to doing something, make sure you find your position and you play your position well. But don't feel like you're limiting. Like sometimes folks feel FOMO, right? The fear of missing out. So they have to be everything to all people or do it all, right? But when you try to do it all, you end up doing nothing because you can't focus. You can't be on task. You also can't commit your energy to that thing in which you have the highest potential. But you're also not limiting yourself. So when someone thinks about playing a position, you automatically think that you get locked into a position. And that's all that you will ever do. No, that's not all that you'll ever do. That's just what you do in the specific moment. Think about that. So let's take a kid who's in the 9th or 10th grade. He's playing wide receiver, but he hits a growth spurt. Now he's in essence too big to play wide receiver, so he moves to tight end. He changed positions because he grew out of his previous position. Or think about this. What if the offensive system changes? And the system that they run, they no longer need him as a wide receiver. He would be better suited as another position. Maybe he would be better suited as a running back or better suited as a defensive back or maybe even quarterback, depending on the system that's run. So if the system changes, then you might need to change positions. But in this given moment, at this snapshot in history, you need to find what position you play, the position that you play well, and play that to the best of your abilities. Because we're talking about a snapshot. We're not talking about for the rest of your life. We're not talking about, forever. The moment that you're locked into this position, that's it. No. We're talking about right now. Being in the moment. Because when you're in the moment, you have the capacity to zone in on that one thing, do it and do it well. And by you doing that well, you give the team the best potential to win. So as we think about protest, as we think about movement, as we think about, social justice, as we think about reform, as we think about economic activity or economic opportunities, as we think about growing as a community, growing as families, growing as individuals, growing as companies, as we think about all of that, what position are you playing at this snapshot moment? Find out what that is and play it well. But realize that by playing it well now, you're not limited to that position as you go forward, because you might outgrow that position. And when you outgrow that position, and when you get into your next position, play that one well. But it's all about helping the team win. Because when the team wins, we all get a ring. Let that sink in. All right. Well, hey, hope all is well, fellas. Again, heart and my prayers and everything goes out to everyone. And I hope that we can, find our positions, play them well. But in the meantime, find a way to make the most of every situation that you have. Because we only have one life. We're here. Make the most of it. As always, fellas, make sure to visit blackfathersnow.com. Subscribe via iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play, anywhere you listen to podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Alexa, you can subscribe via that. Anywhere you listen to podcasts, subscribe to Black Fathers Now. Share this with as many guys as possible. Ladies too, because ladies share it with the guys, but share it with as many people as possible, man. The goal of Black Fathers Now, I want Black Fathers Now to be heard by every black father in North America. Literally. And I need your help for that. So please share this with others. Again, subscribe, follow us on YouTube, anywhere you listen to podcasts. Subscribe, follow, leave some ratings. And until next time, y'all be blessed, well, and wise. And I'll holla at you. Peace.
Yo, fellas, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. And always, always, always visit blackfathersnow.com, as well as follow Black Fathers Now on virtually every social media platform you can think of. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everywhere. Just follow us and engage with us, man. Look forward to hearing from you. And I guess until next time, I'll holla at you. Peace.